Hello and Happy New Year, Chinese New Year that is, from Teacher Penny with VIPKID. I'm from the Facebook groups that you see listed below here, VIPKID Teachers Wanted and VIPKID Teachers Hired. Both of these groups are support groups for VIPKID teachers. The Wanted group is for those who are in the process of getting hired, and of course the Hired group is for those who have been hired. And both of them are great resources for you as a VIPKID teacher. The Hired group, if you're watching this video, you're probably hired, so please come and join our Hired group so that you can learn more about VIPKID, ask your questions, and find people that speak your language, you know, the VIPKID language, and we talk with our hands and we give, yay, good job, all that stuff. So come and join our Facebook group. We have a great time there together with that, and we support each other, encourage each other, answer questions, sometimes just listen to someone rant, whatever. But come join our group at Facebook, facebook.com/groups/VIPKID Teachers Hired. So today I want to bring you a video on cancellations. End of the Hired group, I get a lot of questions about how do I cancel a class for whatever reason. Someone the other day said, I'm in the hospital, help, how do I cancel a class? You know, those kind of things. And I want to be able to help you with that and help you know how to do the cancellations, what are the results of the cancellation, and all that. I'm actually going to split this into two videos. The first one is talking about just simply about how do you cancel a class. And then the second one, which will be linked down here in the description here on YouTube. It'll also be at the end notes. It'll be linked at the end so you can go to that one. But that one I'm going to talk about how to request a soft or medium cancellation. So be sure and watch both of these videos so that you can have a full picture about cancellations. Okay, so the first thing let's talk about is that VIPKID absolutely hates cancellations. You guys know this, right? They hate cancellations. So do your very best not to cancel. Okay, if you open up the slot, do whatever you can to be there, if at all possible. But life happens sometimes, and you get sick, your children get sick, your husband gets sick, you're in the hospital, a death occurs in your family or someone close to you, something comes up, okay? A natural disaster strikes, or who knows what it might be that you need to cancel the class. There is a way to do that, and I want to walk you through how to make that cancellation. All right, so first off, we're going to talk about how to do it on the portal, on the VIPKID website. You're going to go to the bookings tab, you know, all that list of stuff, classrooms, booking, whatever. Go to the bookings tab, and you're going to click on the slot, okay, for the time period that you want to cancel that class. Now, just to make sure you know, if it has not been booked, you can just close the slot. Okay, and there's no penalty, there's no nothing that happens if the class has not been booked. But let's say the class has been booked and you need to cancel it. So you can click on that slot, and then another little box is going to pop up to the side, and there you can click cancel this class. It will ask you for the reason to cancel it. You can put that reason in there. I think it's a drop-down menu that you can put that reason in there and cancel the slot there. You will, if you need to cancel several classes in one day, you need to do that for each individual class. So make sure that you select each slot and cancel each of those classes. If you cancel one and then you just don't show up for the others, then it's going to be counted as a no-show. And definitely it's better to cancel it than for you to have a no-show, okay? So make sure that you get those canceled on there, okay? So select the reason on that thing. You can also do this from your phone, and there are actually two ways on your phone. You can go to the VIPKID website from your phone, from the browser of your phone, not the phone app, but go to the VIPKID website on the browser on your phone and do the exact same thing I just talked about. Go to the bookings tab. You'll have to expand it to make it bigger so that you can actually see. But you can go onto the browser there and cancel the class the exact same way. Okay, there are two things that you need to do on the phone app to cancel the class, okay? The first one is, especially if it's just a few hours before class, you need to go down to the bottom of the page. You know, it's got the four little icons at the bottom of the page. Click on the one that looks like a speech bubble and then click on class cancellation. Put in there, I am very sick, power's out, whatever it might be, and I need to cancel my classes at this time, this time, this time. Always put that time in Beijing time, not your local time, but in Beijing time. Okay, so put that in there that you need to cancel the class, and message the firemen for it. Depending on what time of day it is, they may or may not be there to be able to actually answer you, but send that message there. Then go in onto the phone app and go back to the home page and click the calendar at the bottom, okay? Not the one at the top that says time slots. You want the little calendar at the bottom, next to where the speech bubble is, okay? Click the calendar and you're going to swipe back and forth to find the day that you want, and then find the slot, or find the class that's booked. That's going to list all of your classes that are that day, okay? Click on the class that you need to cancel, and then there's going to be three little dots at the top right corner of that listing of the class. Click there, and then it will bring up an option to cancel the class, okay? Even if you send a message to the firemen, they may not get it canceled for you, okay? So go in and actually cancel it from that calendar thing, okay, to make sure that it gets canceled, because a cancellation is better than a no-show. Okay, so if you don't get it canceled, they're actually going to mark it as a no-show if you just don't show up for the class. And that's way, way worse than canceling the class. Okay, canceling is bad enough, but a no-show is worse. Okay, so just go click those three little dots up there and hit cancel on that. Again, you'll get a chance to enter a reason why you're canceling and go from there. Okay, now, this is what's going to happen if you cancel a class, okay? If it is more than 24 hours out from when the class starts, there is no deduction in your pay, okay? It's just a cancellation. It does, however, count against you. It counts against your contract. We'll talk about that more in the next slide. But if it's more than 24 hours out, there is no financial penalty for canceling the class, okay? If it is within 2 to 24 hours of the time the class starts, then there's going to be a $2 deduction for canceling each. Now that's for every class. So if you have to cancel 3 classes, that's going to be a $6 deduction from your payment, okay? And that it'll actually come out of the bonus money, out of the participation bonus and the finished class bonus, okay? So that $2 deduction per class is going to come from there. If it is less than 2 hours before class starts, they are going to deduct $10 per class from your account, okay? So really, if you are sick, your kids are sick, it is much better to cancel more than 2 hours out, okay? If you're questioning, am I going to make it, or whatever, it's better to cancel it at least 2 hours beforehand than to do it the last second, okay? So make sure that you do that. Try not to wait until the last second to cancel, because that makes it a lot worse for them, because they've got to find a sub and all that stuff. So do your best to cancel at least 2 hours out. But if you need to, it is available to do that. Okay. Now, canceling classes is something that they really hate to do, and you are only allowed 6 cancellations per contract, per 6-month contract. Now, there are some details in the portal about this, and I'm going to talk about where to find that in the portal in the next video. But if you have 3 canceled classes in one Chinese day, that counts as 1 cancellation. So let's say you canceled 3 classes one morning, okay? That's going to count as 1 cancellation toward your contract, Okay, now if you cancel, let's say you cancel 2 classes on Monday night and 1 class on Tuesday morning, that is still within 1 day in Beijing time. So it's only going to count as 1 cancellation. Okay, now if you have, let's say you have to cancel 5 classes, say 3, 3 on Monday night and 2 on Tuesday morning, that's still within 1 day, but since it's more than 3, it's going to count as 2 cancellations. You can have a maximum of 2 cancellations per day. So if you have to cancel 10 or 12 classes, it's going to count as a maximum of 2 cancellations per day. However, if you have to cancel classes, let's say you cancel classes Tuesday morning and Tuesday night, that's 2 different days in Beijing. So it's going to count as 2 separate cancellations. So if you have 2 classes Tuesday morning and 1 class Tuesday night, and you cancel both of them, it's going to count as 2 cancellations as against your contract. Okay. Some people are a little confused by that. Someone said the other day, well, I had 1 cancellation this week and then 2 cancellations on the next week, and so that should only count as 1. Nope. It has to be within the same day for it to count as 1 cancellation, okay, towards your contract. So make sure that if you possibly can, do as much as you can not to get these cancellations. If you get up to 6 cancellations on your contracts, 6 of those cancellations or no shows or whatever, you're going to be put under review, and you very likely can be terminated. Okay, so make sure that you do your best not to cancel. I mean, that's really the best thing, is just don't cancel classes if you possibly can. But life happens. I've had to cancel 4 different times in my 15 months that I've taught for VIPKID. 15, 16 months, something like that. I've had to cancel 4 times. 2 times because I was sick. Once was my mom had to have surgery and I had to fly to Texas. And another time was because of a hurricane. So I have had to cancel, but just try your best not to have to cancel these classes if you possibly can. Okay. Now in the next video, I'm going to talk about how to apply for a soft or medium cancellation and what that means towards your contract and what the policy is for that. So be sure and join me for the next video coming soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.